The world of XR smart glasses is really taking off right now, and RayNeo is at the forefront of developing new technologies and use cases. That's why they sponsored this video to highlight the new Air 4 Pro Batman Edition smart glasses. But what really sets these things apart is the display technology under the hood. Just 2 years ago, Apple Vision Pro helped pioneer the use of micro OLED displays for AR/VR applications, and back then we said that it was really only a matter of time before economies of scale kicked in and this display technology started to become a lot more accessible. And that is how RayNeo was able to make the world's first HDR10 micro OLED smart glasses. So we'll start with a quick unboxing to see what these guys are really all about. Very cool branded packaging. We've got that Batman logo on the front, and it's also embossed on the front of the box. Ooh, hello. So we've got our carrying case, which snaps open, and those are the glasses themselves. We'll come back to that. This box is really cool. It has like a drawer. Oh my gosh, they've shipped me a cabinet. And there we have the special Batman Edition visor for the front of the glasses. Underneath we'll find our accessories. Here's our nose clip, which you can remove for cleaning and switching them out if you need to. We also have a demo version of the prescription lens inserts, which are available for these. That is super cool and a very minimal way to do it. And then this is the special stand that comes with the Batman Edition. You can see again, there's that Batman emblem. And then it also comes with these two sound tubes. Look at that. These go over the frames of the glasses to direct the audio down into your ear so it's not as loud for people around you. So taking a look at the construction of the frames themselves, they're very, very solid and robust, but very lightweight, because these don't have a battery in them, so they're gonna run over a USB-C connection over on the right side frame. And for these types of glasses, I actually prefer it that way because it means you don't have to mess around with Bluetooth settings or connecting an app or something like that. You literally just plug it in to whatever you wanna use and it works right out of the box. And now taking a look at the actual screens, you can see they're housed up in the top bar, and we have these reflectors that allow you to see the screen as well as see through and out the front of the glasses. Continuing around the other side, you can see again that Batman crest, and there's also a subtly embossed bat motif over here. That's very subtle, nice detail. You can also see we have audio by Bang & Olufsen. They've actually managed to fit 4 speakers into this thing. There's sort of 2 on the underside here, and then some kickers up top. So this thing actually has a really complete setup with micro OLED, with quad speakers. There's a lot packed into this thing. I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a try, so let's go do that. Now, one of the most popular use cases for AR and XR devices is media consumption. That seems to be the prevailing use case at the moment, including for devices like Vision Pro. The problem is, this thing is $3,000, and it's extremely large and bulky, which is why having something a lot more lightweight with similar screen technology at literally 10% of the price, it makes a lot of sense because you're not investing in as much overhead. You don't need an M2 processor or even a battery because these things run by a hardwire connection. And that's why I actually prefer this form factor for my #1 XR content consumption use case, plane travel. Being stuck on a plane for 5 hours is always the most frustrating time to consume content because, let's face it, you're either holding your phone up to your face awkwardly, or maybe holding an iPad. Maybe you put the tray table down and have a laptop or an iPad with a stand, or maybe you're even using the little screen on the back of the seat in front of you. Either way, it's rarely a pleasant experience. But with these, they're way more compact than bringing Vision Pro in your backpack. I mean, it's not even close. And you just pop them on like this. I was able to keep my AirPods in and just plug and play, and off you go. But it's not just airplanes where Air 4 Pro make a lot of sense, because the thing about screens is it's not always about size. It's about distance. For example, I'm sitting here on my couch, and right in front of me about 9 feet away is a 75-inch TV. And that's all well and good, but if I wanted to increase that screen size, I would either have to buy a 97-inch TV at great expense, or just make it a lot closer to my face. Because heck, even a 6-inch iPhone Air, if I move it close enough, is gonna fill my vision more. The problem is, that's not really usable. I can't make out any details at that distance, and that's why the construction of the Air 4 Pros make a lot of sense. As you're looking through this prism that reflects the image into your eyes, it makes this tiny little screen appear like a 200-inch screen in front of you. And the best part is, it's at a comfortable viewing distance. And this is all made possible by RayNeo's collaboration with Pixelworks and their custom Vision 4000 chip that allows these high-quality displays with HDR10 support. You can really see the difference in how vibrant content looks with HDR10 compared to SDR, and it works out of the box on most of your devices. But look, frequently these speakers on these XR glasses will definitely let the experience down a little bit, but RayNeo's Bang & Olufsen partnership makes a massive difference. They managed to fit a quad speaker surround sound system into this tiny form factor with 3 modes: standard, surround, and whisper for when you don't want to disturb those around you. There's a lot packed in here. So 9 times out of 10, it really is as simple as plug it in, put them on, press play, and you're off to the movies, literally. But another thing that makes this glasses form factor so appealing is the potential for 3D content. I mean, why would you not? Well, RayNeo has a pretty innovative take on this. Okay, let's enter the XR space. So let's enter 3D mode by pressing these buttons at the same time. So now my iPhone becomes a touchpad, and there's almost like a Wiimote cursor using the gyroscope sensor. It's kind of hard to show the UI on camera because of the 3D, but here you can create your own AI-processed stereoscopic pictures and videos. I mean, imagine kicking back and watching The Dark Knight in 3D while wearing these. That's pretty cool. Now, I wish that there was a way for me to show you what that 3D effect looks like, but it's not really possible. If you've ever used Vision Pro, it's not quite to the same level of detail and quality as a spatial video, because that is actually shooting 2 different camera perspectives. But overall, honestly, very, very convincing effect. It works surprisingly well given how early this tech is. But there's another really powerful use case that I've been finding out for these glasses, and that is video editing. RayNeo clearly has a focus on display quality, and so they developed a multi-layer optical coating called HueView 2.0, which reduces glare and offers a 30% boost in visual purity. And thanks to latest gen tandem OLED displays, it can produce 1200 nits of peak brightness, 200,000 to 1 contrast ratio, and 98% DCI-P3 with 145% sRGB color output. Whoa, that's a lot of numbers. And for video editing, you kind of need all of that. Now, as I was tinkering around with different ways of utilizing this display, I went back and forth between using this as a mirror for the internal display, giving me basically just a giant full screen view. And then I also tried using the laptop as my timeline and then putting the viewer up here as a giant 200-inch preview. And I actually found that that works pretty well, because the thing is, you might be able to tell there's a bit of distance between the glasses and my face, which means that I can sit here and I can actually see my entire MacBook screen. That gives you the potential to do stacked dual monitors in an economy airplane seat. That's pretty cool. Because I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's another large display that fits into a tiny, tiny area. It's insanely helpful. So what's clear above all else is that RayNeo is really laser focused on the value perspective, because at $299 or $319 for the Batman edition, and by the way, you can choose between the Bat shade that I have and a Joker shade as well, you're undeniably getting a lot for your money. And right now on Amazon Prime, these things are on sale for $240 or $255 for the Batman edition, which is even crazier. You're getting OLED displays with HDR10 support, surround sound from Bang & Olufsen, a 200-inch screen right in front of you, 3D immersive viewing, as well as AI conversion for 2D and 3D images. That's a lot for $300, and I think what it really underscores is how important pricing is to make the product. I think it delivers a lot of value for many of those use cases. So a big thanks to RayNeo for sponsoring this video. The Air 4 is showing a lot of promise in this market segment, and I'm very excited to see where it goes next. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think the most compelling feature of the Air 4 Pro is? And would you buy the Batman version? I think it's pretty fun. So a big thanks to them for sponsoring. Again, a big thanks to you guys for watching. It's videos like these that make this channel possible. So a big thanks to everybody involved. As usual, I'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.